Sam came to me for help, I wasn't gonna say no. He'd always been more the lone wolf type, and he needed a little reminder on the value of sticking your neck out. After the fun and games at the monument, Sam headed to White Box. The goons who bought the place had already gotten what they wanted out of it and were moving it off-site. But he didn't care what they were taking out. He wanted to get in. Not that a double-walled EMP containment structure has a lot of back doors. He just needed one.
White Box Laboratories. Home to EMP shit. If you're gonna upgrade your weapons, you're actually gonna want to reload your save after doing so, because things might vary a bit if you take a bit while upgrading your weapons and then going over here. So here's the first level you can really use the 5.7 when it has some upgrades. Well, I guess you're just playing through. It allows you up to 4 marks for executing. It is awesome. It's Sam's favorite pistol for a reason. My friend Dan's actually made it through the game using just a 5.7 without using marks to execute, but that's what he only tells me. Unrealistic. I'm not sure whether to believe him up, but I take his word for it. Considering he helped me out with getting the game to run without the DRM. Of course, DRM, even without the DRM, this is still a buggy game. Right here, we're just doing some old-fashioned climbing. And we're still climbing. If you could take out that guy you want, because it makes the next really weird bit a bit easier. You need to mark and execute. What's weird about the next bit is there's really no way around the 3 guys except for killing them. You shoot out a light and they will be frozen in their spot, just doing absolutely nothing. And then even if you shoot at them, they won't really react unless you hit them or you walk near them. I don't know, you'll see what I mean in a bit. Like, I really don't understand it. Like, from what I've seen on the Xbox 360, they don't even leave from where they are. I don't know. Yeah, right here is what I'm talking about. You can do whatever, but you can't really get them out. So what you're gonna do is mark and execute them. If you didn't get a mark and execute from the first guy, of course, no mark and execute will ever look as badass as that in here, anyway. You can take as long as you want getting over here in the camera feeds. You can read over there watching. It's not really interesting, but I guess if you're interested in that kind of crap.
We're not working fast enough for you. You think you can tell me how to do my job? I'm going to tell Lucius Galliard that you are interfering in our work. What do you think about that?
Lesson number 1. Never piss off a man with a gun who doesn't really give a damn.
But what he doesn't realize,
or rather 2 men.
is that we work for Galliard too. You can't. I just did.
Stuff's getting serious.
Get back to work. Were you next? Not this one. Need her at the Bravo site. You could have the other as long as it's useful. Finish and start final phase. And the rest of the building. Roll it all back.
What? You can't! This is unacceptable!
You! Keep Poindexter here working. I gotta clean up to supervise.
Well, actually, the room we were just watching on the camera feed is actually actually right in front of us, literally. Probably the easiest part of the entire level. So what we're gonna do is first mark that guy, and then mark him over there, those two guys, and then take out this guy. If you were just born with that mark and execute in the very beginning, because I got spotted, you're gonna love this. Just wait for him to... Or I can instead do this. I'm so awesome I actually managed to shoot him through the wall. Now you can't talk to this guy unless you kill everyone else, even if you get by unspotted somehow.
What are you working on that requires this kind of lockdown?
Electromagnetic pulse countermeasure stuff for DARPA, mostly. Or we were. Since Robertson got here, it's been all project-driven.
Robertson. What's his deal?
You mean besides letting Black Arrow take over the lab? He collects all the experimental data and wipes it off the rest of the systems. It's bad for workflow, and only he can see the big picture of what we're working on.
What about Lucius Galliard? Where does he fit in?
He's my boss, the owner of the company, and the guy who hired Black Arrow and Robertson to do security.
I'm thinking it might be a good idea to relieve Robertson of that data. Can you get me in?
I could get you into the elevator.
Good. Do it, then get out.
I think I'd rather stay. Some of my friends, they might need my help. Maybe I can...
Good luck.
He's probably gonna die. I really want to see what help that guy can do. He has no weapons. Unless he decides to do the smart thing and take one of the guns on the ground. Away from the fallen enemies. Here's where things start to get difficult. Stealth here is rather limited and a bit difficult, to say the least. We're gonna find that portable EMP to be quite useful. Stun the enemies, create some cover. This bit can be a bit random, I guess, with getting through unseen or seen. I guess it depends a bit on how you get through. And the outcome, like, if these guys up here are going to be looking or not, can vary. Maybe actually a bit easier since I was able to get through them without getting spotted. Well, mostly.
Nothing to report here. Nothing new to report. Everybody stand down. Stay alert.
Sam, I know you're inside White Box. I can help. Just let me know when you reach Robertson's system.
So you heard everything. What a surprise. But now you're supposed to have good news about Sarah.
She's on the line. That's why I called. Make it quick.
Dad?
Sarah, are you okay?
They told me you were dead, Dad. They told me that you'd been killed.
They told me the same thing about you.
Sorry, Sam. Time's up.
Graham.
Later. You've got work to do.